not everyone can be here physically because of social distancing rules, but thanks, of course, to technology, every ex-housemate at some point from the last season will have their say during this reunion. Shay, of course, on the stage, everybody found out who your family pedigree. He sort of followed you in the house as well, with a few of the arguments. Even you threw it in the mix a lot, when you were arguing with people. Do you know who I am? Was it a blessing or a burden for you?
Just like it is real life, a little bit of both. A little bit of both. I mean, you have to remember, you literally always have to remember who you are and where you come from.
We did ask the housemates here, and those of them, of course, who were not here, who they thought had no business being in the house.
The housemate that had no business being on that show was Esther.
Thelma was holding herself a lot.
Jackie.
Jackie was very subdued.
Jackie.
Myself.
Jackie didn't bring it.
It was a perfect blend.
There is nobody that don't deserve to be.
So I don't think anybody did less.
I think everybody had business being on the show.
It's probably the housemates that were not there when I got there.
Diane didn't entirely bring it.
Diane.
Thelma.
Ike didn't bring it.
Sadi.
Cindy. We all had business being on the show.
Everybody had every right and reason to be in that house.
Do you agree? Because a lot of people here said, or someone said because you were subdued.
No, that's not a valid statement. I'm never subdued by anything. Anyone who knows me knows I'm always dominant.
So do you look back in the house and feel like you were dominant?
I played the card that I wanted to play.
Thelma, in the clip there, Esther did say that she doesn't think you deserved to be in the house. Do you agree with that?
I think she was actually the one that I wasn't supposed to be in the house. So the question is, if the thing is, I can't really say she is acting wrong. Anyway, the female that I was in the house. So whether I was supposed to be or was not supposed to be, I was in the house.
Wow.
Period.
Shay, you also said you were one of the people who said Diane didn't deserve to be in the house.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to put it as deserved to. Everybody deserved to, but I don't think initially she brought it. Diane of After the House, fantastic. If Diane of After the House was in the house, I'm not gonna lie, Mercy, darling, that was a threat. That was someone that you need to look out for. But Diane in the house was like cursing. She was trying to coast through. She was in the shadows, and she wasn't bringing out her true self.
If you were auditioning housemates for Big Brother, what's your ideal candidate? Does that question sound familiar? What characteristics would you be looking out for?
Characteristics of a winner.
Which is?
Which is confidence, one. So I would be looking out for confidence and maybe a little bit of your looks.
You were the one person who was accused of playing a script of people who had been on the show before. They were, oh, she's trying to be T-Boss. She's trying to be Cece.
I love T-Boss, yeah. But the first time hearing that, there's a comparison between Tasha and T-Boss and Tasha and this person. Right. But it's funny. I think if you watch the show, right, because most people watch it through social media, Instagram and YouTube, just like short clips. If you watched the show, you would know that it was Tasha. Like, if you knew who Tasha was before the show, to see me in the house, it's still me. Since I came up in the house.
The housemate that did the most for highlights would be Mercy.
The queen of highlights herself.
Between Mercy and Tasha.
Tasha and Mercy.
I'm actually on that table.
Omashola.
Omashora.
Mashallah.
Tasha is on that table.
Benita.
Ike is on that table.
Everybody. It was too much.
Mercy, of course, queen of highlights. I did take some of the highlights. Of course, when I left the house, Lamborghini did the most. Ella.
Tasha also did a lot.
Mercy.
Mercy Lambo.
Mercy and Tasha had highlights.
Who will be Tasha?
Tasha did the most for highlights in the house.
Mercy.
Tasha.
Lambo.
And Omashola.
I don't think anybody consciously did put in efforts to be noticed because there were cameras everywhere and recording everybody.
That had to have been sarcastic.
No, I wasn't there.
So you don't think anybody came into the house trying to get highlights?
No, I don't think so. I think people who came into the housemates to be themselves, really.
I think it was funny that some people felt like they were people that had the right to say I could not sell your highlights, because to be honest, when I entered the house, some of those people started being in the highlights because I was in the house. It's the fact of the matter. Call it what you want. At the end of the day, when did you start to pop? And whose name was there when you was popping?
Now, let me put this part when it comes to the highlights. I mean, it's a TV show, okay? Big Brother invites all of us into his house because he wants to entertain Africa
I like
as
this
a
honesty
whole.
and I like where this is
You
going.
understand? I didn't even know highlights even exist until my man Fraud started selling highlights.
He said he wasn't selling highlights, that he was being himself.
No, Fraud. If you want to use highlights, you have to pay Fraud to get highlights.
I detected
He
highlights.
declared highlights. To my notice that you need to add more because a lot of people need that very little clip of you to make you stay till the next week or trend. Because if you can't, they go remove you, and nobody want to go home so quick.
The biggest show off would be Jackie.
Maybe Lamborghini Mercy.
Show up because you have six-pack, and me, and Mike.
I showed off, Lambo showed off, Diane showed off, everybody showed off. No one.
Lambo came with 3 boxes. Lambo didn't wear one cloak twice.
What was the plan with that? What were you trying to achieve? Because it could have backfired, right? People would think, oh, she's rich enough, she doesn't need the money. Why did you think that was a good way to play it?
Because that was who I was outside the house. I hardly repeat clothes. It's not about Big Brother. Even if I'm to repeat that clothes, it has to take me like maybe months before I could repeat one clothes. It's not about Big Brother. That was who I am. Yes.
So you were a show-off, you agree you were a show-off?
It's not showing off. I love to dress up. I love to change clothes. I won't call that show off.
Practically everybody was bragging.
Tacha and Sheyi.
I don't think it was bragging. Tacha bragged the most.
It would be Sheyi.
Sheyi bragged the most, in my opinion.
Sheyi. Omashola and Tacha.
Omashola.
Me?
Tacha. Oh, Tacha.
Tasha.
Tacha, of course.
Sheyi.
Sheyi.
Ushe. Ike.
Tacha bragged the most.
Tacha.
Sheyi.
Tacha.
Tacha over-bragged it. Oh my army.
Kim, you mentioned Tasha there, right?
Yes, I did.
Why did you think she was a show-off?
For me, basically, it was the part that said we all escorted you into the house.
Okay. As an alpha female, people tend to feel intimidated, right? Now, that's your insecurities playing a joke on you. It's not me.
I never said she put me down. I want that to be clear because now she's like, oh, you need to fix your insecurities.
If you have an issue with it, Kim Opera, fix your insecurities.
You should. It's your insecurities that make you speak like that. Your insecurities make you speak like that. You need to correct yourself. You said you have learned, but you haven't. It's your own insecurities, darling.
The last time I checked, that we both
You learning was a f***ing game. Why in real life?
And you
Come
left.
on, wake up,
And
wake
you left.
up.
And
You
you
left.
left.
You were disqualified,
And you
darling.
left.
Calm down.
Right, I'm coming into a house where it's just me. I have to believe in myself. I have to hype myself. You're not going to do it for me. We're all here for the praise, right? Now, if me reassuring myself that, listen, you're the ish, right? Or people would love your personality because you're being real in the house, and I'm reassuring myself, and you have an issue with that, it's on you.
You brought the question to the right person. Beyond confident, and I don't need to brag. Yeah, there was times where I'll get mad and I'll be like, man, no one here is on my level, straight up. Like, it's not about being from America. I'm smarter than you, stronger than you, faster than you. You know what I mean? But the problem becomes when I come to your face and belittle you, which I don't like to do. Exactly. You know, being the older brother, I don't really like to hurt people. You know what I mean? Privately, I might feel better than you, and it might, you know, we have the same feeling, but I won't say it out loud. Especially you, if you want the Nigerian politically correct answer for my brand, I'm not gonna say it to your face. You know what I mean? If you want the real answer, you have to see me outside where there's no camera.
There's a saying, right, from people who have been on this show that you actually win Big Brother in the diary room.
A lot of things happen in that very small space. And I'm one person who, I want to tell you that it is hot. Biggie, this person do this. Let's talk about it
Jackie,
now.
who do you think was more a diary room person, Omashola or Kafi?
Omashola, for me, was pouring out his heart, right? He just needed an opportunity to express himself. Her own was to attack other people. So basically, she used the diary session to smear the image of all the other housemates that she had issues with.
Diary room is a personal space where you're supposed to come and say whatever you want in confidence. And most times you say the things you necessarily don't want to say or can't say in the house. Why is that a problem?
It's fair enough, but it tells the kind of person you are.
Benita, you said parrots. Why did you think how Kafi's diary sessions were handled was not a good thing?
If I'm having a conversation in confidence with Kim,
I'm not going to go and get a picture frame and come and be like, lie, so I'm so happy, and this is my brother, and I love him. That's theatrics. You are putting on a production, a Nollywood production, in the diary room. So I have to give it to her. She utilised all of that diary
that could be a
room.
good thing then, is what you're saying. Because I mean,
it could be a good thing, but it's not real. It's not genuine.
Kathy was not the only person who was guilty of that. I mean, most of you went in there and talked about other people and said how you felt about other people, and not everybody came out and said that to the person's face.
Ours is special. We can't compare.
Well, for me, what I think is, I already saw Kathy to be the person that she is. She's like this now, the next 5 minutes she's already switched to another thing, and another 5 minutes she'll switch again, and she keeps switching just to suit the environment which she's in. That's not real.
Kibopra, you were very clear, and you say you don't think Big Brother liked you. Why?
Yeah, because I felt when I went in, I think I had only 2 diary sessions, and I felt as a Big Brother, you should make me comfortable enough to actually talk to you. And that didn't happen.
I 100% do not believe anybody who did great during the diary session did not watch Big Brother in toto to understand it.
Jackie said for you to be in the, for you to display some form of expressiveness in the diary session.
Because you were also quite interested.
Yes, I was quite interested. If you're going for a show, you can't tell me you did not prepare to go for the auditions. You can't tell me why you were waiting to be selected. You did not go to YouTube to check the clips of people who had gone to previous editions.
Well, I didn't.
So if you want to be defensive, you can actually, okay, what's he asking me? I want to be expressive like this.
Okay, I'm so sorry. It's one thing talking to a human being, and there's one thing talking
Bless
to
you.
a voice.
Bless
I need
you.
to say that. I'm so sorry.
But we knew we were coming for Big Brother and he's not human.
So why were you always emotional then?
Now, that's the thing that's a bit painful. He knew the reason why. Do you understand? Be matured now. So I felt betrayed that this guy shouldn't have said that one in the house. You get?
I will always do what I still did. I will still nominate you because I enjoyed what I saw. Because now, this was the thing. Every time fraud came out of that thing, I'll go and talk, I'm going and like, yo, why exactly like this? I feel I literally forgot about, because I don't see any reason I should dwell on a bad past of yours.